Grayling.
Grayling, using grayling, I stand corrected. Okay, right. Which is what he says you need here today.
You use double lean on a lake that was much deeper. On a lake that was 5, 6, 8 foot deep, you put your joker in double lean. Double lean is a mixture of grayling and tear the sod. You'd mix the two together, put them in a bucket, use a drill, whisk them together and add a tiny bit of water and you tip it onto the whisk, tiny bit at a time. And when you know your lean's ready is when it goes into tiny little balls. That's when your lean's ready to use. Grayling you'd use on shallow water. When you put joker in, roach and rudd, they tend to sit above your bait. So when you start with joker, you put it in, and when you first go in, you'd start 4 inches off the bottom or 10 centimetres off the bottom with either a single bloodworm, which is this, which you hook through the head. Can you see the head? One end's got 2 little grippers on, which they grip the bottom with, and the other end's the head. And you just slide your head through your hook through the head. Try not to burst the bloodworm. Okay, to keep your bloodworm when you're fishing, keep it perfect, put it in a little tray in water. A white tray is really good because you can then see, if you're trying to pick out a small one or a big one, you can see what size they are. You pick them out, roll them in your fingers, get them like that, and then slide the hook in. Okay.
We have a rig, Steve, we'll show you where to do that later.
Joker with grayling, sprinkle a little bit of grayling onto it, separate it. Make sure it's well covered. This is going to make it sticky. You can use an atomizer. I prefer, myself, to just wet my fingers and rub it. And you see straight away it's starting to go into little balls. And that's how you want to feed it. Just a tiny touch of grayling. Now when you're fishing for roach, single bloodworm or double joker is the best hook bait. If you're fishing for bigger fish, brie, skimmers, 2 or 3 bloodworms on the hook, on the bottom is the best bait. But that now, can you see how easy that was to prepare? It's going. And when you cup that in, you'll cup a ball in, or throw a ball in that big, and if you watch it in water.
Done a clean one, Steve?
Yeah, you've got some clean. You've got a bucket of clean water. Should we just fish more? No,
put it in. Yeah. There's a clear tub right down there as well. Clear tub.
You'll drop that in, and straight away that'll start to break. And on the bottom, you'll get a bed of joker spread out over the bottom. Straight away, it's broken. Yeah? So the fish will come in and they'll sit above it, and as the match goes on, what happens is they go lower and lower and lower until they're digging into the bottom to get the joker. When they've had their fill, they go back and they sit above the bait. So they know it's there and they don't want to move off. And all they do then is take the joker that swims up off the bottom. They take that one, which is why 4 inches off the bottom or 3 inches off the bottom is a really good depth to fish at. And there's a way of presenting your float so you can simulate a joker coming up off the bottom. I'll explain that to you now. You lower your float till the bottom of the body is touching the water, really slowly. Then you drop your float very quickly and the float goes under and comes back up. And what that's doing, as soon as it goes down, is pulling your joker back up off the bottom and the fish will take it. Because you're doing exactly the same as the joker's doing on the bottom with your rig. So it's worth trying today. If you can't get any bites, lower your float to the body is just touching, the bottom of the body is just touching the surface of the water, then drop it really quickly, it'll go under and come back up. And as soon as it comes up, that's when you get the bite. Immediately. So that's something to try. Now this you want to split into, how many dates? 12?
Yeah, 12 bits.
12 little packs.
12
when you put
Has he got some?
Hey, has he?
Yeah, he's got some. Yeah.
So you're 11 then?
11?
11, yeah.
Somebody's got twice as much, have they? Clean those cheeks before.
Do you want to go and get a? Should we get a bait box maybe?
Yeah, can you get a bait box or something,
Joe, come
guys?
back with a bait box, and we'll give you these little tubs.
Yes, yeah, I got newspapers and stuff.